There could be some big changes between George R.R. Martin's books and the HBO series Game of Thrones. The showrunners Daniel Weiss and David Benioff have their hands on every spoiler you could think of, including the spoiler of all spoilers. Martin is currently working on The Winds of Winter, the 6th book in the series, while the TV show is fast catching up. The premiere of Season 5 is scheduled for an April 12 release on HBO, which wraps up plots outlined in the 4th and 5th books, A Feast for Crows and A Dance with Dragons. You can see the dilemma here, we're at a standstill. However, Martin has exposed the ending for every story in Westeros to the showrunners, and Benioff said there will be parts of the show that stray from the books, in which altered storylines and surprising deaths have been speculated and some even leaked. Benioff and Weiss admit they have to keep pushing forward, wanting to conclude in the 7th season. However, HBO want to push for seasons past that, which would give more time for the books to catch up. This issue was addressed at the Oxford Union.
The fact is, we didn't want to catch up. Obviously, we would hope that the books would come out ahead of the show. But at the same time, George has his process, and if it takes him 20 years to finish the series, that's what it should take him. I mean, he's writing, to my mind, the great epic the great fantasy epic anyway of our time. So luckily, we've been talking about this with George for a long time, ever since we saw this could happen, and we know where things are heading. So we'll eventually basically meet up at pretty much the same place where George is going. There might be a few deviations along the route, but we're heading towards the same destination. I kind of wish there are some things that we didn't have to spoil, in terms of for the books, but we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So the show must go on. Just came up with that.